Welcome again to Military Guna TV. As you can see, the topic of today is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and should he be dropped? Should Arsenal Football Club, should Mikel Arteta drop Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang? Now, this is a question that has been asked widely across all social media platforms, and right now, right at this moment, maybe 70%, about 70% of fans are saying yes. 70%. Is that right? Are we right to say that we should drop Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang now? Is it okay for us to say we should drop our captain because he's underperforming? Is that so? Is that really something? Think about it. But anyway, before I should get into the details of things, look below. You see the subscription button. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and share the content. Please like this content and subscribe if you're new, and drop a like before you go. Go in the comment section because we have a lot to discuss, and I know some of you will agree, and most of you, as I said before, most of you guys will disagree with some of the things I'm going to say. But before I go into that, I'm going to go into a bit of statistics. These stats are from infogol.net. It's about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. It's about his Premier League season so far for the 2021 season. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has played 15 games. He has 13 shots on target from a total of 22 shots. So he has played 15 games and could have only mounted 22 shots from 15 games. That's just averaging maybe 1.2 or less, or maybe 1.1 shots per game. And that is not good. That is not good. So if he's kicking 22 shots in a total of 15 games, and a player like Harry Kane had 30 shots in his first 10 games, these are the reasons why a player like Harry Kane would be amongst the top goal scorers in the league. And this is the reason why Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is underperforming. Now, at the initial part of the season, our big claim was we have to play Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in his natural position because it is not working on the wing. Now, we should take Lacazette out of the team because Lacazette is not firing, and put Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang up top and put him with some natural wingers. So Mikel Arteta went ahead and put Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang up top, played Nicolas Pepe on the right and Xhaka on the left, and he's still not firing. So what now should Arsenal fans say? Because we moved him from the right wing, we put him up front. Mikel Arteta moved him from the left wing and put him up front centrally for him to strike, in which at that point in time Lacazette had a fierce start of the season, banging in goals, and we had to sacrifice Lacazette to facilitate Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. But the concern was that Lacazette was not scoring, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was not scoring, Nicolas Pepe also was not scoring. Now, these are some massive factors that are taking place, and we as fans, we look for the smallest of things to grab onto and to grab hold of, just to state our claim or to make our cause be known. But those are some of the things that we argued about, that Lacazette is not striking, put Aubameyang up front central, and then now say Willian is not doing anything, let's play Pepe instead. Bellerin is not doing anything, let's play Maitland-Niles at right back. Then now we're going to say Xhaka is not doing anything, let's play Maitland-Niles in the central midfield area. These are some of the things that we bounce from one concern to the other, or from one statement to the other, trying to justify the reason why the players are underperforming. And what we have seen now from the young lads state something different. But let me get to that a bit later. Let me finish with this. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has 3 shots and scored 1 goal in it. Oh, my bad. Sorry. So he has scored 3 goals so far with an XG of 4.46, which means that he should have been scoring more goals. But won't kill him on that. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang averages 25 passes per match with a pass completion rate of 80%. And as a striker, relatively that is high for a striker. Normally strikers don't even make that much amount of passes per se, because we have seen Harry Kane and Vardy have completed maximum of 12 passes per game, but with a less pass percentage. So that is quite good, which means that he definitely can pass the ball and he can do a bit of creativity in himself. Aubameyang averaged 12 passes per match with a pass completion of 67%. Oof. No, my bad. Run that out. Yeah. Okay, so he has 1 assist and received 2 yellow cards and 0 red cards. His average player ratings for Infogol is 6.97, and that is so far for this season, because we know he's a world-class striker and he can definitely kick on even in the latter stages of the season. But let me get back into the rigmarole of the fans. Now, what we have seen is the emergence of the young players, the Martinellis, the Xhaka, the Smith Rowe, and also, surprisingly, Lacazette. And what that has shown us Arsenal fans is that it is definitely not the manager's incompetence of where he's playing Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang or the players that he's playing, but also the fact that the players themselves are underperforming. Now, we can take back a look in the Europa League in the group stages. It might be, we could consider that it's of less quality. These teams are of lesser quality than that of the Premier League. But what we cannot deny is that the younger players play at a high quality in these games. It might be a lesser quality team, but the standard of play is of high quality. Now, why is it that the senior players cannot get the job done in the Premier League and the young players can get the job done in the Europa League? Alright, so it's less quality teams in the Europa League with high quality teams in the Premier League. Now, what we're seeing happening right now is these same youngsters are integrated into the first team, and we're seeing them playing at high quality against the Premier League team. The same quality that we got against the smaller teams in Europe, they're now putting it out against the better teams or the high quality teams that we were stating that are in the Premier League. So let's take this into consideration. Let's track back now. What are the excuses now for the senior players? Is it that the manager is not good, that he's just playing these youngsters and they're getting all the results, versus playing the senior players and they're doing crap? Is it a case in which the managerial system just doesn't make any sense, or the senior players are just not performing? Because it is the same system. It is the same system. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed about the system. It is the same system. We have Hector Bellerin moving inside, playing as a hybrid midfield player, hybrid right back, or Kieran Tierney moving ahead, play, coming in midfield without the ball, playing as a hybrid left back as well, or a central midfielder / left back. It is the same system. Nothing has changed, but we look for excuse because they are our favorite players. Now, what we have seen now is Bukayo Saka moving to the right hand side and Martinelli moving to the left hand side, Emil Smith Rowe in the attacking midfield position, and Lacazette playing up top, and we're getting great result from that. And these are the youngsters. Why is it that the youngsters can adapt to that system that the manager wants to implement and the senior players cannot? Is it the case where the senior players are just not willing to work with the program and the young players are? But moving back to what I was saying previously, Bukayo Saka has now been performing so well that it is not possible to leave him out of this team. And what does that mean for the likes of Nicolas Pepe? That is it for Pepe. Pepe, our star signing, will now have to play in the lower cups or the lower league or the lesser games, the games that doesn't really mean anything, like the FA Cup, the Europaleague, the smaller, when we're playing against the smallest teams or when the game is already completed. Bukayo Saka has taken Nicolas Pepe's game and no one can argue about that. If Willian was playing in that position, there would be an uproar that Nicolas Pepe should be playing instead of Willian. Now what we're seeing is Bukayo Saka taking Nicolas Pepe's spot and there's no one saying anything about it. Why is that so? Because we cannot write off Bukayo Saka because of the quality that he has and the performances that he's putting out. And Nicolas Pepe is not giving us that performance, and Bukayo Saka is a left footer playing on the right wing in the same position that Nicolas Pepe is playing. And the things that we would want to see from Nicolas Pepe, that is what Bukayo Saka is providing us. So there are many smaller factors that we should consider. Now, we are calling for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to be dropped. I personally, I don't want him to be dropped. Play him into form. Play Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang into form. We were calling, not me, I wasn't calling, but 90% of the fan base was calling for Lacazette to be dropped. They were even calling for Bellerin to play over Lacazette. That is how fickle we fans are. That is our mindset. That is how we think. We look for excuses for everything that is not working right. Some of the time, players do go through bad patches, but we get on the player's back because he's going through a rough patch. And we're going to look at Orlan Bellerin and said he should play over Lacazette because Lacazette is not performing. Because Mikel Arteta was persistent with playing Lacazette, and many of the fan base was in an uproar that Mikel Arteta should go because he's consistently playing the crap players and this and that. And now look at what Lacazette is doing. Look at what Lacazette is doing now. What is your perception now? Is your perception remain the same that Bellerin should be playing over Lacazette? No, because Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is not firing. We just turn to him immediately. We just made him a 360 or a 180 in Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's direction. He should be dropped. He should be stripped of the captaincy. He's this. He's that. All these type of complaints instead of saying, okay, this is football. Players go through patches. Aubameyang is going through his patch right now. He finished the season on a high. He makes a dip. That does not mean he will not pick it up. I'm not saying that he will definitely pick it up. But what I am saying is he has the quality. He has the quality to kick on. It is not like he's a player we have never seen him play before, or we are unsure of his quality. We have seen this man. This man is a world-class striker. Who am I to say that he will not kick on? That is the reason why I am saying we should stick with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, continue to play him until he finds form. One goal can change a massive difference, or can make a massive difference in how he approaches the game. Just one goal. So that is much on my take on Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I think we should definitely stick with him, continue to play him into form, and he will get it right. He's a world-class striker. He's our talisman. He's one of the most potent strikers in Europe. So he might not be now, but he has the quality. We know of him. Stick with him. Let's see how we can get through this rut. and hopefully when he kicks on, it will be a plus for us because we have goals now coming from midfield area, goals coming from the left side, goals coming from the right side. So imagine if Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is now firing in a team like this. Stick with it. Trust in what the manager is doing. We might not agree with all the decisions, but I can tell you, he knows what is happening and he sees what is happening. He's there with his players on a day-to-day basis. My next video will be definitely about Nicolas Pepe and William Saliba. That is £100 million worth of spending that would go down the drain. So top comment from the last video was Kevin the Gamer Wilson. So you can check him out. And I'll put up that comment now. But back to what I was saying, £100 million worth of player we have not seen anything from so far. I won't say Nicolas Pepe is a flop, but he's not performing in accordance to his price tag. Thank you very much for tuning to Military Guna. Stay tuned, drop a like before you go, and if you're new here, subscribe. Military Guna TV people, I'm out.